It's an excellent Shaker game for them, and they also played before Quap plus Shaker. Shaker really likes playing with these heroes. Talked about it previously as well. Quap Shaker, Pet Shaker, Pagna, Veno Shaker, all these heroes that need some, some save from the fissure, and the lane equilibrium is good with him as well. So it's good to snatch it away. But Phoenix,
They've got a theme with their draft right now. Virtus.pro are choosing flying heroes. All right, so
they have
we'll
wings,
complete
man.
this.
They have
Yeah, there's going to be a
wings.
Viper. Okay, we know
10
that.
seconds to go.
Probably not actually a Viper. A Viper doesn't look too good this game, actually, does it? I don't feel like we're going to get one of those bully, over-the-top VP Viper mids.
There's nothing really that he counters way too hard right now, let's put it that way. Maybe they'll pick it, but as a reaction to these last two picks from NIP, or this pick, because they don't have the last pick. So Phoenix here has a decent setup from the Wyvern, right? You can count on the Wyvern to just ulti anyone around you, and then your egg will most certainly finish. But the problem as well is Morphling and Beastmaster. Morphling can get on top of you so easily, and he has a crazy base attack, so he will be able to take down that egg alone. Even level 2 egg is not a problem for Morphling, especially with the Beastmaster. But if you have a Wyvern, and if he plays right, if Solo always keeps that ulti for the morph, but he tries to kill your egg, I think you can play around it.
Not just that, now they've got the axe, right? So they've got that counter attack. When you jump on that egg, there is going to be multiple layers here to keep it going. As you were highlighting on like a kind of subtle point, right, about the Beastmaster, it's especially important because it was surprising they took the Phoenix with a Beastmaster there due to that attack speed aura.
10 seconds to go.
Axe suffers the same like Wyvern when we were talking about vision
5
game.
seconds.
He suffers when his vision game isn't great, but he has these multiple layers of initiation as well. He doesn't have to be the only one. You can let Phoenix lead, then follow up with Wyvern, then whoever else is attacking the egg axe can deal with, or if you have a hero that you really have to control first, like a Morphling, you can do the first jump. So they also picked axe before as well. They had a lot of success with it. But this does most likely mean that the Queen of Pain will be mid.
It would seem that way, yeah. I don't think we're getting any cheesy axe mids. Unless you had the most godly melee matchup.
Radiance ban.
I think that's actually that's what makes the VP's previous ban so good as well, as that Spectre, right? Because you can see why it was such a high priority for them now. We know Spectre ruins heroes like Shaker, Axe. Really good.
You literally don't want to play Axe versus Spectre. The lane is horrible. After the lane as well, you have Haunt to work with, you have Dispersion, you can never initiate. So,
10 seconds
yeah,
to
you're
go.
very right. But what's interesting is NIP is still respecting the PL and banning
5
it out.
seconds.
This time around, they don't have Kunkka. But that's it. You still have the Shaker, which is pretty solid. But they just don't want to play versus the PL. I think it's for the best, because the lane would be pretty solid for the PL as well versus the Beast and Shaker. He wouldn't suffer way too hard.
Yeah, because you can always rush towards the ball, right, and kill it very easily. And it's going to be a Troll Warlord to round it out.
I actually like this more. I like it better. It's also a hero that can deal with a Beast in the lane. It's one of the strongest laners in the game overall. Wouldn't be surprised if he went for something like a Diffusal this time around. And then when you get on top of that Morphling, you just burst him down easily.
Right. Yeah, it's not easy for Morph to kind of itemize to deal with that as well, right? Because like the nets are a threat, so unless you're gonna go Manta, like you can go for the E-Blade first. There's still other things that can screw you over.
Good response.
Let's see what they can do.
Good response as well. So now you have the Crabfy not only to work like the Crabfy is so good this game that he's gonna have problems deciding on who he uses it. You have Wyvern's ulti that's countered by the Crabfy. You have Axe's Call that's countered by the Crabfy, and then you have Troll's ulti that you can counter as well with the Crabfy. So it's such a good Pugna game. It's crazy.
Not to mention it's a free shotgun for the Morphling as well, right? Like there's aggressive and defensive uses, and of course your Never Ward against a hero like Queen of Pain, low HP, high mana cost. This actually just might be the perfect pick to counter what VP have.
They have a lot of pushing potential as well on NIP. You have your Pugna, you have your Beastmaster Chen. So the mid game, while the Morphling is farming, you can be very active on the side of NIP. But Virtus.pro, in their own rights, they have some good stuff too. You have the Phoenix Sag early on. You can combo it with the Axe or the Wyvern, so you will be able to get a couple of really good defenses out when they start pushing.
Of course, maybe kind of like the awkwardness of the way VP have to initiate these fights is it's always relying on counter attacking a move onto like the Phoenix, for example, which might, depending on the positioning, leave a Queen of Pain out to dry or Troll Warlord in pretty deep alone. So it really does feel like a game where whoever jumps who first will have the clear overwhelming advantage.
There's layers. Let's put it that way.
Yes, there is layers.
There's layers upon layers of reinitiating.
These are all
in this
ogres
game.
right now.
Yeah. So I actually think in this game, first initiation is important, but there's so many things that are going on here. It's going to be very interesting to see who comes out on top in these team fights. You have your Roar, your Shaker, then following up with an Echo or a Fissure. On the other side, you have the Egg, you have the ulti from the Wyvern. It's just going to be interesting to watch. It's going to be a great game, I feel.
That's a fair point. I think maybe the correct word would be the first pick is more important, right? Because like, it's so reliant on you counter initiating successfully. For example, if the egg gets popped and you whiff, or say you go in and your Pugger gets picked first, who we just said is going to counter everything. It gets very tough from there on out.
Yeah, it could go south really quickly if you miss a couple of spells, definitely. Especially for Virtus.pro, because the pushing potential on the side of NIP is through the roof.
You know what we made it sound like? We made it sound like, you know, when you play those card games and people, they have like the full deck covered. And it's just like, you activated my trap card. Well, you activated mine. I'm going to counter you. No, I'm going to counter you. And you just get to the end. No one's taken any damage. Everything is gone from the board. You're like, really?
Look,
okay, get in 10 turns.
I got a Yu-Gi-Oh deck of cards when I was a kid from my friend. He gifted it to me so I can play with them. I never had it. I had it literally for one day because the moment my mom saw it, she used it to make leverage on this old, what do you call it, like a clothes drawer. It was tilted a little bit, so she put the cards on the other end to even it out. I'll never forget. I was so sad, man. But
Blue Eyes White Dragon had nothing on that draw.
It was probably for the
away
best.
we go.
Yeah, you know. Otherwise, you might have became like a Magic the Gathering pro player. Instead, you became a Dota pro player.
Exactly.
We never would have got you.
Made me play Warcraft all the time instead of I don't even know what. Watch animes.
Did you guys have Beyblades?
Yeah. Fake ones, but we did.
Yeah, I remember those were getting banned in a lot of schools because they were dangerous.
Dude, that was the fun.
I know, right? I want to live life on the edge. You took Conkers away from us. Well, guess what we got? Beyblades.
Yeah, maybe there was nothing that was banned in my country. Basically, we just.
Hey kids, here's a landmine. Have fun. All right, try. You know, it's
okay,
like hot potato.
Don't go that far, man, because that was actually something I had to.
I remember. I remember you telling me about the landmine stories.
Yeah,
luckily,
anyways,
there's no techies in this game.
Man. Can we go?
Yeah,
go
there's
away
no
from
techies
that?
in this game. It's fine. Let's move on.
How are the lanes going so far? Top, Soneko, and Charlie. There's a lot of healing potential here, so they will be able, I think, to deal with the aggression from Zads and Axe, at least on these first two levels. Later on, it becomes a little bit hairier.
However, the bot lane, they're not really getting the aggression out. Instead, they're feeling the pain. And
good fissure.
Nice fissure will save his life. But you can never keep the boars up because they've been so good at just bursting them down as soon as they spawn.
Yep. But this is a level 1, so you're still waiting for that massive level 3 in which you become much stronger and more annoying.
That's true. 300 to 450 health difference is going to be noticeable.
It's the slow as well. It doubles. It goes from 10 to 20%. So
yeah, it's also from the fact that it survives through the initial burst though, like whirling axes plus splinter blast, which is the only way you're going to get those slows out in the first place.
Mid lane is interesting as well. Supreme is playing around the Nether Ward. Now this used to be so difficult to deal with. It doesn't last as long, so it's a bit easier, but it's still annoying as hell. You don't have mana regen at all as Quap.
Yeah, and you sure feel it. I think he saw the point that went into Scream Pain instead of Blink as well, so Supreme, he feels confident he's never going to lose that Never would. Hasn't even leveled the Crepify yet, because you can't use it defensively on this flame, right? He just hurts more from the Shadow Strike. And then on the top, so far, so good for the Axe.
Yep.
Charlie is getting destroyed in this top lane right now. The dive in, Zayats! Ooh, it wasn't enough. He didn't have one more to work with. Fast Spirits were then coming off cooldown, but it's too late.
He can TP back. That's also very cool. He can TP back. Chen will resummon him, and they found this little Satire Banisher, which will be able to purge off level 2 Battle Hunger. That's actually skilled by Rezo, so it's a really nice creep to find here.
Yeah, you can already see that Rezo just wants to kill it. It's like, please, no, not this. I hate how this creep ruins my lanes. Some heroes get ruined by it at the moment. All in all, this is a more calm, relaxed start to the games in these series. For this, you could always feel this intent to kill, even if it took a few minutes to strike. Whereas this game, I don't feel like we're really seeing anyone interested in killing each other.
Can they block him? Yeah. Oh, no.
No.
What? Why?
Yeah, it happens.
That was, but he really had him there. That was. I don't know why he didn't just instantly fissure there.
Admit, this is one of those situations where you're in the game, you start saying it to them, and they say, "Can we just move on?" And then you go, "Yeah, but you could have really." It's like, look, just let's not talk about it.
It's better not to dwell in the past, really. That's the worst thing that you can do as a Dota player. So just continue playing.
Just make a list of all the mistakes the person made, and then come back. Well, the one on the list is you missed a block at the beginning. And speaking of blocks, no one does get blocked, but he's got Blink leveled now.
That sounds like my every game, pretty much. Just a list of mistakes that I have done.
Super Supreme. Okay, they're not going to deny him. I was waiting for that big fist to just come in and knock him out, but they decide to let him live. I think he has a salve coming out.
It's not only the salve, it's the fact that bounty runes are about to spawn, so his bottle will be refilled as well. Because of that, he doesn't actually need to go back.
That's true. And you think about the gold exchange, right? It's either going to cost you a TP, which is 90, or a salve, which is 110. This way, as you said, at least you're on bounties.
And it's all the creeps that you miss while you're going back and forth to the lane, so it's definitely better this way.
And bounties, well, they'll be in Nip's favor. They managed to pick up 3 of them, only 1 for the Queen of Pain with the bottle. Axe, of course, at this point, isn't really being hindered by the Chen at all. Makes you wonder, what kind of impact can he have on the other lanes, perhaps? Because we just saw mid is not easy to gank as it is a Queen of Pain. Is there maybe some move to be made later bot, or is Wyvern just too good against you?
Yeah, for now you're just satisfied with farming away. You get your Vanguard, you mess with the Chen in the top lane, and you farm.
They're messing with Era here. First blood is drawn, beautifully done. Use the Splinter Blast to maximize the slow potential. They close out the kill.
So Neko might be in problems as well. He has a lot of regen, and he could TP from this. Yep, he's trying now.
It's going to be close, but he goes down. And
he
now
messed
no
up.
TP.
Okay, I'm being really bad here.
He could have TP'd right away, I think.
Yeah, he could have. He could have. He tried to run a few extra seconds, and that's what killed him there.
It's that moment where you don't feel safe. You're like, what if the Axe is nearby? What if he's leveled cool? Which he might have at level 6.
Nah, he saw him. He saw him under the creeps. He was farming the wave, so he knew exactly what was up.
That's right. We ain't giving him an out.
Mid lane, no one.
Dead.
Oops.
Sonic Wave and gone. The burn through. He can't heal up.
That's so good for Phoenix as well. He got so much out of it. The network is significant experience as well for Zayat.
Not only that, Liz. Look at the creeps. There's something accompanying these melees in range. They've got the catapult here as well. So if they can keep it alive, there's going to be significant pressure on this tier 1.
The thing is, it's Era's job to recognize which lane needs the most assistance and be there. The problem is, you need to help out your Beastmaster as well. He's level 4 versus a level 6 troll. So the bottom lane didn't go well for you. And the mid lane is also Queen of Pain level 7 versus Supreme that just got his 6, so it's hard. It's hard to decide where to help.
It's hard all over, right? Like every single hero VP, their cores are just top 3 network spots with significant leads over their counterparts. And they did try for a kill on Save Alive. LTW, he's not going to walk up blind. Actually, they do have a ward down, so he knew Supreme was coming. Yep. He's got the battle trance. And there it is. He'll get the Dispel and now move in. Supreme in trouble, and he realizes the net will come out. His fate is sealed. Arrow just trying to retreat away. We'll be able to make his escape. No one will be able to find a additional killer, will he? He's thinking about blinking here, but it's only a level 1 Scream, so it won't do much. And instead, stuns the boars. Trouble for no one. He'll go for the TP away, and Saberlight could not finish the kill as he's not level 6.
Yeah, he's only level 5. That's so sad. It doesn't happen very often that the Queen of Pain with no HP jumps into you, but he didn't have that 6, so he couldn't really do anything about it. That whole fight there started kind of awkwardly because I thought Solo had the kill if he connected with the Splinter Blast, but he missed. Then again, Shaker, maybe if he used the Echo on the Troll, not the Echo, the Enchant Totem, it would have helped a bit. But...
Just some shenanigans in the top lane. They tried to go for Axe. They really aren't sure if he's leveled cool yet. If only they knew what his skill build was right now, they would have just immediately started life training him. But now you'll never know. Well, they will know when they watch, the replay later and go, what? How?
Era, there's a haste on no one.
Yeah, he doesn't have Blink either. No, he doesn't have TP rather. Of course he doesn't have Blink. So he'll just go down, side says, my kill.
Alright, there's a contract on Solo. Can they get him down?
Oh. Sonic Wave! So give it a B rating on the SingStar track.
That's your rank 1 on the leaderboards. Kills right there. Knows that he can TP top lane, Rezo.
Yeah, look at it. I tell you, these offlaners, the brains are big on them. They know that TPs work. Right now, Sineko, he's taking notes after that earlier attempt. He's like, damn, they got me. And now, Rezo is rotating towards the mid. Double slows. Actually made that triple slows. Dagger, Battle Hunger. They could dive through if they want, but they see the arrows here. Oh no, they blocked him. They stopped it perfectly with the enchant turn, but Supreme will still die. At least he takes someone with him. And now Saberlight has the primal roar, but no one is out. And Rezo is not an ideal target for Val.
Yeah, he has the Vanguard completed. He didn't do anything like Rush, Blink Dagger. And it's so good when you're going for Vanguard like this versus Beastmaster and Chen. All those creeps won't deal nearly as much damage, and you're able to just stand in front and run people down. Some Crimson Guard later on is also good.
I
think this is the just TP lull moment, Sineko. We've been here before.
He does have this creep, yeah, the creep was purging him, so...
Yeah, sometimes you forget it's a 3-second cooldown on that purge.
It used to have less of a mana issues as well. I think it was not 120. So you
it was a few years ago, right?
Yeah, you
I
could
think it used to
constantly
every lane, right? Every lane mid they do it. It was the same with the Arc Lightning one, right? It was like
Arc
low
Lightning
mana
was
cost.
busted. That was so busted. Like you could win any lane with that one Harpy, any single lane.
The dark days of Dota. These were back, I think it was around or just before the Sniper Troll Mail.
I used to be a dirty Enchantress spammer when she was strong on position 4. I would take a Wildkin and just send that Tornado mid. That was also so annoying.
Oh, Winner's Curse. Wyvern. Oh, he can't get over the fissure. The Primal Roll will ensure that. Solo. Dead. Bounty claim, baby.
Yeah, maybe they could have saved that Roar there. But better safe than sorry. They kill off the Wyvern and...
It looked like they were worried that he was going to get over the fissure, right? And at that point, you can't chase for it, so...
Yeah, you need to get out here. If you're the troll, if you're LTW, you just back out of this tower. You can't fight it. Your Phoenix is level 8, though. Oh, let's see. He's TPing in.
He just lost the courier there. Chen called up on 2. Life Train's going to come out. They need an egg, but they don't have the mana on side. That's the problem right now. He's posturing against them. It's like, hit me, I've got the egg. They don't realize that, and as a result, they try to run away. They're going to lose 2 straight away to Rezo, and they might lose a 3rd. Era has got the Echo Slam, but no opportunity with it. He's going to go down as well, and then that should be the tier 1 tower pushing for Virtus.pro if they want.
That's so crazy.
Oh,
They didn't
sorry,
even
gone.
they didn't even
Radiant's
use any big
mid-tower's getting
ultis
banged
to
up.
defend that. Yeah, right. Nothing was used on
No,
them.
they
Winter
did not
Dragon
have the
Curse.
mana on
Mid-tower's
CIS.
coming
Yeah, the curse
apart.
was used a little bit earlier. I think it's good that he didn't tag. He would die there. Even when you hit them, with fire spirits, they'll still get a hit each in, and level 1 egg just dies so fast.
But I mean, that was the thing out there, right? They didn't even want to test him. Like, they didn't. I don't know if they checked his mana at that point. They're like, okay, we don't want to try and
They
kill
did.
you because we've seen this.
I'll break this. They did. They know how much mana he
Radiant's top
has.
tower's taking hits.
Not
Just
worth it.
decided not to go. Yeah, just decided. It's fine. He has an egg now. Still misses some
Dive
mana.
away, and there it is. Perfect spot for him to put it down in Beastmaster throughout the Primal Roar. They're trying to get rid of the egg, and they can do it. It's only means level 1. Sonic Wave out. Gets dodged out by most.
Deny.
But not by one. Nice deny coming out, actually. Saberlight doesn't give
The
the
knight
gold
is out
over.
with the boar. Yeah.
Charlie does walk away. They weren't able to bring him down. Life drain onto no one. He's thinking about turning around on Supreme here. The slow just tickles him. In the meantime, Wyvern does get chased down and killed off. Meanwhile, top, Rezo. He's like, okay, I don't need a team to make players. I'll just do this myself. Or will you?
Though?
I don't think so. I think this is definitely not how he saw things going. Ooh, the fissure.
Yeah, Era is not having the best time so
Maybe he's
far when
playing
it comes
4-3 aspect ratio or something. I'm trying to think what this could be.
It's just one of those games, man. It happens. Every fissure blocks someone on the opposite side. Oh,
It's an ambitious
blink.
kill.
Radiant's bottom tower ain't a pretty
I mean,
sight,
Supreme is
man.
low, but they can't quite finish him. Or
He
can
might
they?
die.
Needs the life
Oh.
drain up. No! Queen of Pain! He says thank you very much, no one, but the dunk is still going to be there from Rezo. No one moves away in time, and now they've got the Echo Slam out of them as well, which means Era is a non-factor.
it was the next level play, man. Noobs like us, we
Radiant's
think it's
mid-tower could use
he's
a
giving
hand.
that drain away on a mistake, but he's actually buying
Dyer's
time
top
for Axe to
tower.
come closer.
You know the drill.
It is extremely big brain.
Very big brain plays.
It's so big, you'd have to
The
take his
Dire
brain
might want
out of his
mine
skull at
that
that point
top
and give
tower.
it its own container. It just can't fit anymore.
Yeah.
We can already see the move straight away by Ninja the Pyjamas. They just want to secure the most, kind of typical tower we see taken down by Dire, which is that bot tier 1. If they can get a pick off. And Saberlight, he says hello. That's a free one. And they will
It's
get him. Nice fissure. No Winter's Curse.
It's a good secure by Era. That fissure was on point. It's also about him being in the right position at the right time, like Rezo is now.
Is he in the right position or is Saber in the wrong position? It's a bit of both. And now Rezo's going to try and chase down for more. Runes are going to spawn. And thank you very much. But life drain. I don't know if you're going to thank him anymore. The egg, though. This is a good one right now. The waveform up. Charlie on point. The Sonic Wave to try and put him away, but they still get the egg kill. They'll be able to kill 1 for 1 in the end after they took Beastmaster off before this fight, but now no one being chased down. Looks like VP are going to lose more than winners because way too late to save a hero. As Queen of Pain falls and Solo's being chased on 2 next. Supreme is not done yet. He wants more. They'll be ready to dive. The life drain's going to come out. Charlie is here. He says, I'm a better Queen of Pain than yours.
Radiant's bottom
Now
tower
they will
seems
finally
better
take down this
than
tier 1 tower.
It's so sad. You get baited by that play of Phoenix because it's so good, right? Jag is actually on point. He got on top of the cliff, he uses it. They have no vision on top there. Beastmaster is dead, so you know they didn't have a hawk around. But
It's on point from Charlie every fight, right? Like every time he's seen that egg, he immediately waveforms to it and says, okay, goodbye.
and that's his job in this game. That's why you see a lot of Morphlings or Weavers picked up against Phoenix, because they get on top of that egg very easily and clean it up in a matter of seconds.
Dire structures looking
Especially if you're egg level 1, you just can't do enough with it. It dies way too fast.
And he only just hit 10, so he's still got some way to go before he is somewhat padded.
He's
Shall we
doing
say?
the right build as well. He's buying Vessel. Vessel is so incredibly important for them this match. You're playing versus Morphling Chen Pagna. Like, it's the best possible item you can get.
Also nice
Also-
against the Shaker to stop blinking in. It's ridiculous how
Dire's top
effective it
towers
is.
Did you notice that ILTW went for a Dominator?
Dire's got one last top tower.
I have watched a couple of troll games recently, but this is the
Radiant's
first one in
mid-tower's
which
getting
I see a
banged up.
Dominator. I haven't seen it on a troll in a
Radiant's
really long
mid-tower ain't
time.
doing so good.
I actually discussed the builds with some tier 1 CIS players,
Radiant's
and
mid tower could use
it's
a hand.
your Battle Fury, Maelstrom, or Diffusal. Those are the 3 builds that you have on Troll right now, but Helm of Dominator looks to be another one.
I mean, it kind of makes sense, right? Like you have reasonable wave clear with the Whirling Axes, right? So it's just about finishing them off. This way, you have a bit of extra utility in a fight, and then also that very important that base damage increase on a hero like Troll, who noticeably gets a lot of agi.
Yeah, it's a pretty good 20%, right? So it gives you a lot of bot lane.
Saberlight, he's gonna go down. No one's gonna come and assist him here. Assist him
He's
to
just
another grave.
scouting, man, giving info to his team. He's a rank 1 player. He knows what's up.
I mean, like, you know, you see this ward right down here that they have near the VP tier 2. That doesn't give you enough information. Saberlight realizes that. So
Yes.
he's just gonna give him a bit more. Jump in.
Okay.
Rezo, man, you know what? Some of these plays are good, and some of these plays are a wee bit ambitious.
I mean, it was the Morphling that initiated, actually. Morphling turned into the axe and called the
Oh.
axe. Yeah, so you might... Yeah, you could have missed it. Top lane, Era.
Yeah, I was getting ready for this. Era's like, please, just want that blink dagger. Sonic wave.
They do have Roar.
Yeah, this is gonna backfire
And the
very
echo.
quickly. He's like, okay, easiest echo of my life. Who needs a blink dagger when the Queen of Pain comes to you? Chase forward. LTW next in the hit list. Take a lol. Helmet Dominator. How's that gonna help you, bud? Oh, okay, that would do it. He's mad, but Era has stuns, and Troll Warlord will soon not have a life.
Yeah, that Pugna is so good versus him. They have so many ways of dealing with him. Even though Roar is used and the Echo is used, you still need just a little bit of stuns to keep him controlled. One Fissure, Enchant Totem.
Oh, fighting the bot. Wyvern already went down. Rezo jumped in to try and save the day, but Charlie already started to morph. They do burn the Chen army, though. So, you know, no offense to Boss 5s, but that is an equal exchange.
Radiant structures must have been fortified.
And yep, they take advantage. They push in on the top. They'll be able to take this tier 1.
Saber-
Eyes are still on Charlie.
Yeah, he still doesn't really have the best game. He's level 11 and only Necro 1 at the moment.
For the Radiant.
But in contrast, Morphling is doing really well, and he has that E-Blade completed. So this is a pretty big power spike again for NIP.
See if they can use it. That ward has still not been taken away. They have vision of VP in this primary jungle as well.
Yeah, VP actually had a sentry on the low ground, but they never checked the high ground cliff there.
It's the other thing is, like, from Nip's perspective, like, they must feel in control here, right?
Roar.
Of this. Oh, top. All right, it'll just leave. Crown Roar's good enough. But yeah, to the point that VP, right, they feel confident about this bot area because look at their ward coverage. This should be the safest area on the map for them. But because of that one ward, not to mention the one further back, this is a volatile area of the map for them to play on.
Yeah, they devoured it right now. At least they found one of them. This other one, I doubt they will find, but the big one on the cliff has been eliminated, so that's good for them. The Shaker finally has a blink, by the way, so Era is...
Bottom tower.
He actually made the hero work even without a blink. Some pretty good echoes so far. It's going to be easier from now on.
Trouble brewing.
Most definitely.
Bottom tower.
And they're playing split. Like, both of them on the mid lane. You can see they're actually waiting to see if anyone shows themselves. The face-off between the off-laners here. Bot moving in. Curse is out. Spirit Vessel reveal. Morphling in trouble. Sonic Wave will be enough. A life drain can't save his life. Instead, the man who was trying to do that might give his as well. Supreme has to just run away from the egg. He'll go down.
Okay, that tag maybe not completely necessary there, but still a really, really good play by VP. They managed to kill off the Morphling even without making any great extra moves, right? No blinks in from the shadows or from a smoke, nothing like that. Just a casual Winter Wyvern using his ulti, and then a follow-up with the Orchid and the Sunray. The Vessel was obviously very, very important, but it's not that easy of a game for Charlie, and I'm thinking maybe if he had a Manta at this point, it would be better for him to shake off the Vessel and the Orchid.
Aegis just got claimed. It's an easy game for RTW because he did find the right creep. He had the Alpha Wolf plus the Helmet Dom. Roche gets melted like butter at level 14 by Troll Warlord.
I have actually seen a lot of players transition into a Manta on a Morphling as your starting item and not E-Blade first. Just
Especially
because
when you have a Pugna, which is already kind of giving you that shotgun effect, right?
Yeah, and you can deal with the heroes and the damage. You have the damage. It's just the problem that if you get Orchided and then Sunrayed, you're just dying so fast. And morphing strength won't help you because Phoenix's Sunray is maxed out and it's percentage based. But if you kill Phoenix though, that might help.
Help is the problem for your Morphin in its entirety, not just the Sunray, the Spirit Vessel as well. So once he's eliminated, this is where you got to try and find more. 40 seconds without a Phoenix. And when he's up, he will have an egg. But look at this. VP. They move with confidence towards the mid lane. Smoked up. They will be on the high ground when the Pyjamas break their smoke. But they know where he is. They have vision of this. They could silence him up. Charlie is the prime meat. Let's see if they can get themselves a delicious steak. Wyvern. Clean cut kill. And now the jump into call is going to come out straight away. It's a big one. The buyback as well. Sonic Wave through. Getting him low, but the Yules interrupt the axe before he can dunk anyone. And now Queen of Pain has to move away. Has the egg, doesn't want to give it over. The Winner's Curse is going to come out into the Shaker to control him up. Now LTW will look to wail away on him as soon as his time runs out. But speaking of time running out, life goes to 0. No one loses that Aegis. They'll chase forward. Charlie turns into Queen of Pain. Uses a sense of irony upon him as they bring down no one. In the meantime, Snake will fall in the back line. But the Prime Roar comes out. The Moon in on Solo. That's going to be his dieback. Dead for 70 seconds. They do lose the Shaker as well as CIS burns down Era. That will be where both sides will calm down and go, okay, pick for pick. But
okay, that's actually 4 heroes on Virtus.pro versus 2 on the side of NIP, because you lost the Aegis on Queen of Pain. She died again and it was a dieback on Wyvern. So overall, NIP take a pretty good fight for them, considering also that they only lost the supports. In the end, this Roar, I thought he might save it for some other target because Wyvern already used his ulti. But still, securing that kill and making the Wyvern dieback was pretty solid. It's funny how Chen just countered their whole initiation. They jumped in with the Axe Call, with the Sonic Wave, but just one hand of God and that's it.
Oh, they're mad with that Chen as well. They're paying a little here. Supreme's going to arrive, trying to save their Sneko, trying to move away, and he'll live. And all of a sudden, Rezo, mistakes were made as he'll be ticked down by the life drain.
Yeah, this combo is actually the combo that brings the most damage to the team fights. Queen of Pain does a lot as well, but if you catch multiple heroes in the call and then you follow up with the Sunray, that's where the real damage comes from. Sadly, around that tier 2 on the Radiant side, Virtus.pro didn't use it like that because Phoenix was still dead. They try it now, but it fails.
Phoenix might be dead again. Dive away. He's still slow though. He's trying to get out of this. The Yules is going to be there though, and he's just gone.
Solo, he did have ulti, but he needed to run. Because NIP, they're so aggressive when they're taking areas that while they're getting these pickoffs, supports are warding the cliffs. And Solo wasn't under vision initially, but in a second or two, they actually saw him, and Morphling tried to get him off as well. So. Pretty good plays by NIP.
Yeah, and as always, to his benefit to find the winner Wyvern as well, as we're seeing right now. Morphing into the Wyvern's pretty handy for a Morphling.
Radiant's top tower's in bad shape.
He's proven time and time again in these fights, actually. There's not really any limit to the amount of useful heroes he can morph into, right? We've seen plenty of him turning into Queen of Pain. Now we've seen more of the Wyvern. Even the Axe potential.
Well.
Yeah.
Axe is pretty solid too. Just because of the call, it helps out a lot.
Yeah, we saw him do that in the bot lane. Unexpectedly for Rezo, who is going for the BKB next. He's tired of being controlled up. Question is, have you got any other big items sooner? You really need someone to play off. I mean, BKB's almost there for no one. But they do still have quite a lot of physical damage on the side of Ninjas and Pyjamas.
One big issue that I see for Virtus.pro is they're unable to find combos that work. They're unable to find these pickoffs with 2 heroes. Remember on top lane when they tried with Axe and Phoenix, they don't get a kill. Now on the bottom lane as well, they're trying with Axe plus Queen of Pain, but I don't even know if they can kill a Morphling if they find him defending here, because he was the one defending earlier the bottom lane.
It's problematic because he's got almost 2k HP at this point in the morph. It's not the easiest kill to bust. And when you think about like the time it takes for Nip to respond, right? Whether it's a Shaker or Pugna that can break up that fight with an immediate TP in.
And you have a global heal as well, which can come in handy too.
I do find that's quite nice to have.
Troll is getting stronger though. Has that BKB Battle Fury, Basher next. So he's becoming a threat.
Primal was almost down to Rezo.
Look at him hiding, man.
Please.
They actually didn't see him. Yeah, they didn't see him. He was hiding behind the trees and it's nighttime. They didn't have that hawk earlier, so they didn't see him hiding.
No, they had eyes fully fixed on Rezo. They were halfway through the Primal animation when he blinked away. That was a little bit too close for comfort. And look at this. Nip have the high ground, and VP are coming for because they want to deal with the Neverward. They need to be careful because that might reveal too much information. Neko is like, oh no, not Axis. Don't take my babies. He's gonna. It's like, okay, all of them on me. The Troll gets low, but the Sun Ray's there to heal him up. The BKB comes out because he doesn't want to get chain stun. The Primal is used. The egg is down though, and they're gonna move straight towards it. They completely just ignore Axe, but the core is gonna come out, and this might work against them. The egg does go off. They finally killed a Beastmaster. They can maybe clean up Supreme as well, because there it is. They run through with the Battle Trance. LTW is able to get the kill. Soneko's the follow-up. He's dead as well. And on the side, Supreme just being messed with. Cold Embrace buys a little bit of time, but not enough. Queen of Pain, however, that Cold Embrace is going to save her life, and Charlie will now go down. And the only person walking away, not in a body bag for Ninjas of Pyjamas, is Era, who was already far out of that.
I'm going to say the MVP of that teamfight was Wyvern. Solo did so well. Exactly how you have to play these team fights, and usually it's hard because Supreme usually manages to sneak himself out of the shadows, out of the fog, right, and you can't catch him. But Solo actually manages to use the Winter's Curse completely on the other side of the team fight. While all that is happening, there is no Morphling that's able to just scroll past the egg and kill it off on his own. Because of that, the egg goes off and they manage to get multiple kills afterwards. Even though it started off well for NIP, they managed to roar the BKB to Troll. They managed to waste a lot of VP spells just to save that Troll, right? But they still managed to take it well.
Now you're in a situation where you get the vision control. If there's a quick Roche timing, VP could try and exploit that. It could be up in just 1 second.
Great item for Troll. He just found the Titan Sliver. He's roared, but that's status resistance.
Yep. It's definitely helping. He's got the BKB, but he doesn't want to use it just yet. He might be forced to. There it is. Sun Ray will just about save his life, and now he has to turn a fight against the Horde. But he's still being ran down here, and the BKB's running out soon. They're trying to get close enough for the shotgun, but they can't. However, there it is. Battle Trance just in time. The Dagon was enough to finish him off. Phoenix on the side will go down. Queen of Pain will blink away, and it looks like Troll Wall is going to be cutted out. Luckily for VP, it's a long spawn time on Roche. Still 2.5 minutes until it's up.
LTW. He did find a good item there, but he was very deep. So they realized that, and with the boar slows and everything, they forced him to use his BKB, his ulti. Meanwhile, on the side, Shaker finds the Quap and Phoenix.
Solo had to use his, and it doesn't change anything. It just means he's gone for 50 seconds. Now, this is one of those moments where what might backfire for Ninjas in Pyjamas is they're reluctant to go high ground because they're waiting for Roche. And they don't know what we know, which is it's one of the longest spawns possible.
They also don't have creep wave, right? The mid lane is pushed in, bottom lane is pushed out, so because of that they can't really reach high ground fast enough, and Troll should be up by then. It honestly looks like Virtus.pro, they need the perfect team fight. They need the perfect execution, while NIP, they just need to execute. They just need to use their spells and not worry too much.
Maybe the BKBs can change that for VP though. You know, they've got it on Quap, they have one on Troll, and they now have one flying out to Axe. So triple BKB against this lineup could give you what you need.
Yeah, Titan Sliver on Morphling as well, which is pretty cool for them.
There's a smoke. Away in, no one. Jump in, he's gone. No chance to even activate that BKB. Now they're jumping on Charlie, though. The call's going to come out. The Flamemail's dead. Buyback comes out. Queen of Pain. The stun on a Morphling. Trying to run through him. Now the Prime Royal's going to be thrown out into Troll. He can't chase up right now, but Rezo, with his BKB activated, he feels the need to stay on top. He has got the call on his Tsuneko, and the Boars are going to kill off their friend from the Chen as they bring him down. The egg did not connect onto anyone else, though, and Saberlight will go for the TP away. They've got the call, but they aren't close enough. They didn't spot it.
Something good for Virtus.pro there, even though they used all the big spells, they did get a couple of good kills, and Rosh might respawn. It's actually respawning in 20 seconds. So, if they stick around,
it's critical that they get it as well. Echo Slam, arrow on the 2! Straight away, Rezo's just gone, and Solo should be the follow-up kill. There's no way to escape this when his curse coming out. He's trying to move. Morphling is heavy into the IG, but they haven't got enough. Sonic Wave there, yes! Zone 1. He will have the damage. They get the kill. 80 seconds without Morph, and now chase the board. RTW turns his attention towards Supreme. Buyback comes out for Morphling. No one's BKB running out soon. Orchid is there onto the Shaker. He's going to try for the TP away, but that pesky net.
RTW.
Real pretty clumsy. He actually continued to go. He had no choice. He will die. They will get the kill in the error, but without Troll Warlord, you may have just given the Aegis over to the side of Ninja the Pyjamas. As Charlie, he bought back for it.
Man, he had the choice. He had a choice to go back, but he decided to go on to that Pagna, even though his BKB is running out. He hits the Pagna first hit. It's a first hit bash, and the moment he bashed, BKB runs out, and he's like, oh yeah, I'm a troll versus the Repify. Better run. And they just kill him off.
Beast. Not feeling like a beast right now. He couldn't even finish the Primal Roar. Charlie's trying to assist, and no matter on Queen of Pain, no one. The tips should be coming out at this point. That was bold to say the least, and that is an easy Roche now secured for the side of Ninja the Pyjamas.
No. You have Zayats. You have this Phoenix. He's gonna dive in, steal it. Check it.
Of course.
Supreme is
the no buyback available level 20 Phoenix will definitely dive in and take the Aegis and the cheese because his fingers are just that quick.
He's not here for no reason.
He's here for someone. There it is. The cool jump in straight away. Just looking to try to get the dieback kill onto Charlie, but he's getting healed too much. He's staying alive. The Morph it over. He'll be able to get away from this. The hand had got to heal him up, and now the turnaround. It was a cute idea, but you need to go back to base now, Rezo, because this doesn't work. However, LTW, he TP to the outpost. He's completely out of position. He's got the BKB. Morphling. He's gone. That's the dieback. They get it. They actually went towards the troll like that. But will the troll die? When is Curse going to come out? Sola says, no, you don't. Not my +1. Not today. As they link two together, not able to move away. The soldier, the electric just going on completely. Cold Embrace is keeping him up, but Troll now in trouble. They have no way of disrupting Supreme, so he will get the kill on the Troll. It looks like no one's going to get, well, nobody rather is going to get Roche at this rate. Zayats will finally go down. There's no escape from this. Solo just wiggles his way away to the side. They don't really have the damage to do Roche anymore, and it looks like we might just find ourselves back at the pit in 80 seconds.
You could go for the pit if you wanted to on NIP, but they're chasing Solo instead. You have Saberlight, he has Vlad's Necro 3 boars. You have enough damage to kill off this Roche that was on 50% HP. They didn't want to go for it. Instead, they're still chasing. Era is still up there.
I'll take that.
Catch me if you can. But our budget was low, so we couldn't afford
what a bunch of messy fights there. First Axe and Phoenix trying to kill off Morphling. Then Morphling dying to the Troll when there's a Pagna right next who can decrepify. Or a Shaker that can fissure someone.
Well, speaking of messy things, the BKB just got forced out of no one quite easily. He did kill the Chen Horde, but Chen was already back in his own jungle, grabbing more kids to throw at the front.
Radiant's top tower.
So Nature actually had a pretty good set of creeps, but they were all about stuns. I think if he gets more utility base, like your Wolves and this Ogre Frost Mage, that could be better for them in the next couple of fights.
Now, hear me out, Admir. We're going to have another fight near Roche. Troll and Morphling are going to die again. And Roche, that sweat that's on his forehead right now, will just wipe it off and be like, oh, I live again.
There is a double damage, and it looks like Dire will find it. The problem is, okay,
they know. They know about the smoke. It's going to break. Rezo backs away, though. They will be dewarded.
Did you see that small sidestep from Rezo? He actually thought about jumping in.
Yeah.
for a split
He's
second.
like, no, this is a bad idea. I don't know where his heroes are behind him. And with this DD, look at this. They're just going to sneak in. You sneaky goose. They're not even going to get caught. Or are they? Rezo has to suspect something is
He
up.
died so fast.
It's gone. Aegis and Cheese into the Pyjamas' hands. And now Troll steps too far forward. The Primal Roar comes out the corner brace, trying to save his life, but it's too late. That's Troll Lord dead for guaranteed 80 seconds because he does not have buyback. He's short. Stun on the solo as well. They'll look to bring him down. And they'll succeed. Charlie with a double kill. The DD was still running.
There's no
And
bounties. Nothing can
No.
give him this buyback. He's just short. He's short, what, 400 gold?
There are 2 bounties bought.
Radiant's
But
mid tower's getting
I
banged
don't, is
up.
that enough?
It could be, actually, but they're not scouting. Okay, no one is going for them, I think.
Radiant's
No,
mid
no,
tower's
he's
No,
just
farming. Radiant's gone.
All right, well.
Fortified their structure.
Someone's getting gold in that situation. You are not wrong there, sir.
Radiant's
Maybe
mid
he's
tower
thinking
is
if I go for the tower. I think he's just
Tower
pissed,
doing so good.
actually.
The die best do something about
I
the
mean, you
bottom
gotta be a
tower.
DD
Radiant's
being
mid-ranks
that
taking Radiant's
decisive of
mid-ranks.
a
Didn't
moment
make it.
where the game
There
felt
goes
like
the
it was gonna go
Radiant's
either way.
mid-ranks.
Now leads the Ninja Pyjamas
Dire's
getting a
bottom tower's getting
pretty
the business.
noticeable and healthy lead because this will be the second set of racks that will go down
Moment
because of it.
silence for the
He actually,
Dire's
because of
courier.
that courier, he has a
Radiant's
buyback
bottom
now.
tower's
But
done for.
it doesn't matter.
Radiant's
Damage is
bottom
done.
racks is getting
Damage is
hammered.
done, exactly.
Radiant's
He can
bottom
fight
racks.
twice for the
Ain't
top
no
side.
radiant bottom racks.
NIP doesn't back
It's
out now.
done.
And there's no reason for them to back out. They have everything they need.
They got Aegis. They should maybe Charlie wants to give the cheese to someone
Radiant's
else, or
top
maybe he
tower's
just feels like he's gonna
bad
solo carry this. Probably the
I think
latter. You're a Morphling.
Yeah, I think you keep the cheese here as well. You use the Aegis, then you
X.
cheese afterwards.
Egg goes down, and the core control is good. They will get through this first life of Morphling and make it look pretty easy. Oh,
Will
no,
they?
he gets away! That was so close to being perfectly timed by the side of Virtus.pro, but that was their
Radiant's top
entire
tower's
combo.
hurting.
And Charlie lives.
And he doesn't even have to use cheese because he has Pagna. He just heals him back up, and now they go in again. Oh, this must
Oh,
be so
big
frustrating for VP.
I mean, what do you have left now? You still got some big ultimates, but that was your best shot at bringing down Charlie. Hex. All right, we'll do it again. Without the egg, though, this time. Instead, the Sunray. It might be enough, but Charlie once again gets away. The hand of God saving his life. Call me a
There's
medic.
One
Call
less
me a
top
doctor.
tower
I ain't
for
dying.
Radiant.
They're just forcing every big ulti from VP, slowly getting them to lose every single one. And then they go back in and clean up the Raxes.
Right now, if you're Nip, you're like, VP, what's next? Sonic Wave? Don't worry, I got mech in 15 seconds. All right, let's try this again. Sunray gets him low. Sonic Wave. No, man, he's out of it again. He just won't die. And now they are in trouble because that is everything with the kitchen sink that they had. The winner's curse to try and buy time. Troll is on his way. He can get mad and look to dive further, but I'm not sure if he wants to. The call's going to come out. But Shaker, they didn't catch him. He blinks. Echo slams straight on the Queen of Pain. Brings her down. Vision forward to stun on 2 more. And Saberlight, with his own BKB, is a threat to all in the neighborhood. They'll just back
GG.
away. They call the GG. It's done. Ninjas in Pyjamas. They take the series 2-1. And yes, they might not have the points to move forward, but they definitely didn't let VP have them easy.
Damn, I didn't expect this series to go the way that it did. You can really see that VP, they're one of those teams that does tilt a little bit. Like they can hide it as much as they want to, but you see some differences in the way they play the game after something doesn't go that well. This game, all things said, this game was just fantastically played by NIP. They had so many good plays, so many good combos with the Pugna, with the Morphling. The Decrepify to save the targets, it was also on point. The Shaker fissures blocking, the Shaker echoes constantly in the backlines. VP as well had some good things, but it's so difficult for VP because they need the static fight. They need to set up, right? You put your egg, then you use your Wyvern's ulti, then you use your X, call, all these things. But NIP doesn't allow it. They jump in, eliminate one target with the E-Blade, jump out, and they do it multiple times until you don't have anything to work with. There were some interesting. I've seen some interesting moments with the Troll in some positions in which he just dies. Just a few, but it happens. No one has a perfect game, and it was a very interesting match and series to watch.
Liz, I'm worried. Because now, unless I'm completely wrong and they changed the scoring structure, you like because that was a 2-1, VP got 1 point. 1 point, which puts them at 7 and Nip at 2. 6 overall. Oh. Oh, you get 0.4 points. So wait, does that like is Nip through? Because that should be the decisive series then between them. Because we don't round points up, we round them down. $2.5 points. 5.9 points.
5.9. Is that 6?
Why have we got...
What are you telling us, Rob?
So 5.9 points for Nip, and Virtus.pro were already up at 6 points, right? So that gives them 6.4, which means, yes, VP do qualify. Yeah. Nip or not. Yeah. But, like, do you ever get the feeling, considering how confused we are by that Nip actually, like, the way they played such high-tier Dota there, it's almost like they didn't quite realize they were already out because that was a phenomenal showing.
Yeah, the math was confusing them as well as us. So they were hoping for it to pass day 1, and now someone is going to tell them, "Sorry, boys, you're out." It doesn't work.
There might be a bit of drama because you remember there's a previous tournament recently, right, where they had the complaint that they went from almost top of the group to finishing last because of one series.
Yeah, but that has been around for a really
that was different. Yeah. That was someone else. Yeah. But this has got I don't know why. I've got this bad feeling they weren't quite sure. I'm tempted to message Saberlight, but I haven't got the heart for it. But congratulations to Virtus.pro. They make it through. They'll be in the lower bracket run, which I believe would put them up against, if I'm not mistaken, I want to say it's OG they'll face off against. Actually, we won't know for sure because we've got one more series after this. Yeah, we're not done. We're done. We're gonna throw you over to someone else. We like to shuffle around, keep it fresh. But you got one more series here for the group stage, and it should be quite the doozy. Team Secret versus OG will be up next after what I'm sure will only be a short break.